Yo, robots and nobots, it's time to play Armored Core 6 Fires of the Rubicon. It's been over 10 years since the last Armored Core, and it's finally time to get back in the robot, Shinji. By the way, I'm Lethal Feline, lover of giant robots, if you're unaware. Now you may be wondering, why has it been so long since the last Armored Core, this beloved series? Well, it's because of another game franchise known as Dark Souls, which makes a lot more money than Armored Core ever probably will. But that doesn't matter. What matters is this is the quintessential giant robot series. At least from a Japanese standpoint. This game has a lot of memes.
Verified.
From that particular culture.
Activating
A lot from Gundam, especially.
Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
Why does this rocket need multiple stages?
Time to get to work, 621.
Who knows?
I'm powering down your entry capsule. On my signal.
It's the most ramshackle ship I've ever seen. Lost space junk up here above the planet. And we're just adding to it with our boosters. Probably should have paid attention to the giant, the giant Death Star-like thing. Thankfully, all the back half of that spaceship, completely superfluous. We don't need that for anything. We've already covered the surface with even more mess. The first wreck of many. Hopefully not our own.
Descent to ISB 2262. Rubicon 3 complete.
Your position is grid 135. Off target, but within permissible range. There's a catapult ahead. Use it to close the gap.
So like I said, this game has a lot in common with Gundam. These catapults are definitely a Gundamism. Fly up here. We have some new techniques that we can use in this game that weren't in the last Armored Core. Assault boosting is what you just saw there, but a lot of boosting uses energy, as it's telling us about here. Our energy comes back especially quick when we're on the ground. We have targeting. Anything in the reticle will be shot. Those are the rules. We have a variety of weapons. We have swords. We have missiles. We have guns. We got it all. There's several I haven't even seen yet. Target assist. You can lock onto things if you want. This is especially handy if you're playing on a controller-based system. Like the Steam Deck, which also plays this game very well. Turn that off, though. I kind of hate target assist. You can lock onto multiple targets with your missiles, if they have that capability. I was gonna say, there it goes. I was gonna say, why is it not doing it? It told me it would do it. Come here, you. I'm gonna cut you up. Repair kits. You can repair up to 3 times.
Damage. Patch it up.
Okay.
See the contaminated city down there? That's where you're landing. Access the catapult.
Plugging in USB now. It's always hard to get the right side up. There we go. The robot looking very drab. Don't worry, we're gonna spice it up soon enough.
Time to fly, 621.
The spectacle of this game is just out of this world.
Hands on Rubicon's coral. We'll make a killing. Plenty for a merc with a fried brain like you to buy their life back.
don't think there's anything saving my fried brain, but we'll see.
Enough chat, back to work. Scavenge the AC Rex ahead and find a valid mercenary license. We're illegals here. You'll need ID to operate.
Yeah, if you don't have one, the giant robot police will come and arrest you, so you need to get an ID. There's Quick Boost, which I told you about before. A little far away for that. These little bastards and their little baby mechs for babies.
Gorillas from Liberation Front.
Look like gorillas at all. I think they're people.
Eliminate them.
There's Assault Boost, which I told you about.
From AC Rex.
Assault Boost allows you to move quickly, but it also does more damage with your weapons because, I don't know, it adds speed to the projectiles. I didn't even shoot you yet. Jerks. Going hip hop until you don't stop.
What?
Oh, I actually got hit by that. I thought that was just a spectacle piece.
Keep a low profile. We've
Real.
don't want them breathing down our necks.
Thankfully, I kept a low profile.
The data. I'll analyze it from my end.
Alright, let's plug the USB in again. There you go.
Corp license. Easily traced. Forget it.
Yeah, they wouldn't fall for that one one moment, you know, the giant robot police. Wait a minute. This thing says Mattel on it. You're clearly from a different manufacturer. Piss off, kids. Another one. This one's expired.
One's already expired. Keep looking.
Zip zop over here. This game feels really good, and it should. This game demands tight controls. As you'll see later. Right now, we're in the baby times for babies. We'll just fly over those at walkers. They don't care.
Schneider on the Corp AC.
Let's see about this license.
Oh, my USB came unplugged. I hate when that happens. Very distressing. Alright, and there's our last attempted ID.
The pilot's rank is no good. We can't use this. I've picked up one more Rex 621. Transmitting marker. Go and check it out.
AP at 50%.
He'll be fine. Probably. There's a catapult. It'll launch you upwards.
To get some altitude.
Zip zop over here. We have our last objective.
Try accessing the wreck.
Doing it, boss. Just gotta get within USB distance. And there we go.
Registration number RB23. Rank fits the bill. Call sign. What? Looks like they were onto you after all.
How dare they be on me?
To pick a fight with the PCA. But it doesn't matter. Take it out now, they won't have enough to ID you.
Come here, little chicken shit. Hey. You'll notice it has a bar above it that is flashing red right now. That's its sort of like stability bar slash meter. Certain weapons have more impact and can make that get angrier and flashier faster than others. Oh, you son of a bitch. This game loves to cheat. He's outside my range. I actually can't go out there and get him.
Use your mobility in the air to get clear of acceleration.
Come here, you. I'm trying to like do my assault boost, but I don't have enough assault boost juice. You get back in here. Hey. Come here, you son of a bitch. There we go. And bam! Giant helicopter's no match for a giant robot. I can fly through its rotors without any problem.
Confirmed. Heavy combat helicopter is down. That's all for our work here today, 621. Here's the call sign from that license you picked up.
Let's see.
Raven. That's your new name here on Rubicon.
Huh, one of my favorite Battletech mechs. Coincidence? Most likely. Took a lot of damage on there, it was a pretty sloppy showing, but whatever. Money is not an issue in this game.
Coral, a sublime substance. Discovered on Rubicon, a planet on the frontier of developed space. For a time, coral was a revolutionary energy resource and data conduit, poised to transform human society by leaps and bounds. They called it the Fires of Ibis.
The nebulous they.
A storm of flame that tore through the stars, leaving lethal contamination in its wake. Coral, the kindling, was thought to have been utterly consumed, forever lost. However, on Rubicon, the embers continued to burn. Humanity would inevitably return to stoke the fire.
And ruin everything like they always do.
Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Authentication complete. Removing MIA status. Restoring access privileges. This is Allmind, the mercenary support system. Welcome back, Raven.
Thank you. Apparently this guy was some kind of jabroni, only rank F.
Looks like you passed the authentication. Raven. That's who you are now, here on Rubicon. I've picked up some work for you already. Take a look, 621.
This notification follows restoral of access privileges. Allmind provides a combat training simulator to support its mercenaries. Your license was in a suspended state. Perhaps you may need a refresher. As an added incentive, completion of the exercises will be rewarded with AC parts. You stand to benefit regardless.
I mean, why wouldn't you do it? Just free stuff. You can go do sorties. You can AC design, which is a huge part of this series. You get a new head, a new core, new arms, and new legs. Effectively a new mech just by landing here. You can change how your mech is built, but I'm more interested in changing the paint on this sucker right now. Because I hate this gray color. It's just not me. No, I want to hit all units, thank you. Thankfully you can do that. You can also hit all your guns at once, which is pretty nice. Let's see. I hate all of these. Let's go with this for now. Just so I have a different look. You can get as anal and silly with this as you want. If you want an exact color, you can get the exact color. You can change the luster of this thing if you care that much. Which maybe I do here. Let's go ahead and go back. Change the sub color to be a little better. Make that yellow. There you go. Yeah, just that orange a little bit. What else do I want to do this sucker? This is really just to show what you can do. Let's make that a little darker. There we go. No, don't discard the edits. It's very important. Let's change the eyes on here too. I want them to be... Oh, it has my old colors from my test plays too. Well, hot damn. I don't really like that color though. Change it back to the gray, please. Change it to that color. That'll do. Interesting. I wonder if it has my old decals too. Let's check real quick. You can put any kinds of graphics on this thing that you may want. Do I have my user decals? Hot damn, I do. Well, we might as well throw a couple of those on. throw the rest of them on off camera, but let's throw on some of these other ones. Put on our tigers on our arms. And if you want these to be even more precise because you don't like the default locations, don't worry. You can do that too. I'll go ahead and show you. Let's go with the core. But that's the default. We're going to custom decals. So say I want something on the back. Let's try to put something on the back, shall we? So if I can find my my decals real quick, my user one. Let's go ahead and flip around the robot. You gotta use JK, JKL and everything to do this. But if you want it, you can make it happen. Come on, there we go. And we can just increase the size and everything. Let's make that like 20. Fantastic. I wasn't sure if they'd actually keep this stuff between playthroughs, but I'm glad they did. Otherwise, it would take me a long time to make some of this. I made this with, there's just a bunch trapezoids. You can actually make it with real letters, which is some of the other stuff I have on here. We might as well throw on another thing, right? We got time. I'm not going to spend too much longer on this. I'll do some more off screen because, I mean, this is what it's about. This is what it's about, making your robot yours. I also kind of want to change the color of this robot. I'm not liking the luster in my orange right now. You can also change the weathering, because right now it's a little weathered. Which, I mean, maybe it should be, but you get weathered during combat also. Come on, you. Get on there just the way I want you. That'll do. And let's go ahead and make that smaller. That's the position lethal. It's the arrow keys. I was using the numpad like a silly gubbins. Thankfully I can still rotate this in case I don't like the position. That'll do it. That'll do. Alright, save and quit. Let's change my paint and then let's get out and do some tutorials, folks. I know, excitement, tutorials. Change the luster on that. Come on, baby. Change that luster. Let's go to like 4-4. There we go. Then we'll change the weathering, because you can do that too. I want minimal weathering. It looks good with the stuff in there. And let's change the support to be... Do I want it to be black? Let's make it be black. Whoop. Oh, that's only on the core. Why are you upsetting me? It does things to upset me. If it was not apparent. There we go. There we go. Now it looks nice and uniform. Also change this color to be the preset one. I like this one the best. Hell, I might as well do that with the orange too. It's really nice that they keep it between playthroughs. It's not much of a different orange, but it's different enough that I care. Let's also make this green a little richer, shall we? There we go. Really get my Splinter Cell color in there. Fantastic. Alright, that's enough fiddling with this robot. Let's go ahead and fiddle with its parts, because you can change out everything on this sucker. We got new heads. Let's give her a new head. We have new legs. Legs determine how much you can actually carry. There's actually a lot of good contextual help on here, in case you don't know what anything means. AP is like your life points, effectively. Altitude or attitude stability is how likely you are to stagger. Load limit, how much these legs support. The weight of the legs, the energy load of the legs. What's energy load? That's determined by the generator. There's so much nuance to this game. So, like, here's the capacity, the recharge, which is how fast that recharges when you hit the ground or otherwise. The supply recovery, which, to be honest, I don't know what that means. Let's find out together. Contextual help. What does it mean? It means the ability of the generator to recover after interruption to the end supply. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Maybe that's when it's fully depleted. It says that. And again, it has weight and speed. And there's also a bunch of stuff over here for, like, performance, boost speed, for your, general speed. None of that really matters. I just kind of want to change out the head and maybe the arms. We have firearm specialization, as you can see here, which increases the tracking performance of your guns, which we didn't exactly see much of an issue there. But we might as well get a few more points. Arms load limit, because arms have their own limit. We might as well put on these guys. There we go. Anyway, enough filling in with that. Let's go ahead and go into the sortie, and let's go into training. get our free parts. Basic controls. I don't know why they have one for basic controls when we just went through effectively a tutorial mission, but we'll probably get more pointers. We have a different colored robot. We have a new gun that we can see how it works. It has to be a reload, as demonstrated there. These things are just run around willy-nilly. Go and just take you out with that, make this faster. We have some new missiles on this thing too. Reloading. So if you want to manually reload, you can do it. You hold down R and then click the button. Missile lock. Well, we kind of already know about this. I was gonna say I already fired my missiles at him. Oh, were my missiles not ready yet? Good job, missiles. There are things that can make your missiles better at tracking targets. It's called an FCS. That is just a demonstration of them being garbage. There are multiple kinds of ways to attack with your melee weapon. This is the charge attack. Of course, you've seen me attack twice. This guy's got a shield. Also, I have to wait for my sword to stop overheating to use it again. You'll see that at the bottom right. You can't just swing all the time. I mean, that'd be too easy. Scanning. Just in case you're having a hard time finding a target, you can scan. Oh no, my goodness, there he is. You're not fooling anyone. You're a jackass. Oh, please him. This will be integral later. It's not super important right now. Take you guys out. And that should be the end of this particular tutorial. Do we get a sweet weapon from this? Maybe 2 weapons. Eventually we'll be able to buy weapons, but we need to unlock that first. You do get a new weapon. It's alright. It's alright. I think I'll stick with our regular one for now. We don't have any new trainings. We can also replay missions, which is really just free money if you want to fight that giant helicopter again. You probably don't, though. There are better ones. Let's go destroy some artillery, shall we? There we go. Now we're looking good.
Got a job for you, 621. This is an open call from the Balaam Group, one of the corporate forces occupying Rubicon.
Attention, all independent mercenaries! This request comes from our affiliate, Dotham. The Rubicon Liberation Front has deployed Baus artillery throughout the contaminated city. The city itself has no strategic value, but we cannot allow them to hinder expansion of the Coral Survey. Show us your ambition. Destroy the Liberation Front's artillery. Bonus pay will be awarded for destroying their MTs. We want the enemy weakened.
Like the MTs are any kind of threat to anything.
Opportunity to prove yourself. Impress us, mercenaries!
Alright, bye, Balaam. All of our factions have a certain personality to them. You could change how your things actually set up. Actually would like to do one thing before we continue. Go and change the name of our robot to the Widermaker, apparently. There we go. Sortie begin.
The client doesn't care who does this job. As long as it gets done.
Sometimes you just need that. It's like mowing the lawn. It's like, I don't care who the hell does it. I just want the lawn mowed. And if you can do the weeding while you're in there, I mean, that would be even better.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Destroy all of the Rubicon Liberation Front's artillery placements.
Can't care about these things. We're gonna center on actually getting this stuff done.
Sneaky bastards.
We don't need to destroy any MTs.
There. That's
I'm really used to having a different weapon other than the sword.
Text with them
You know,
over.
typically,
Attack it from behind.
shooting at us. That's why I'm dodging all over the place. I'm trying to avoid getting shot.
We can do this.
You have to attack these from behind. I got hit by a thing because I couldn't dash while I was swinging. There's another reason I don't like these. They're very satisfying when they hit. But the recharge, as you're seeing here, is obnoxious. What are you aiming at, jackass? It's all what you're aiming at. Come on. There we go. We'll just take all the damage, don't worry.
Clear here.
I'll have to be more careful later.
621. You're up against mass
Woo!
produced teams.
But I didn't get hit by those damn artillery cannons.
Enemy attack.
Good, you hit it at least.
Fight back.
There we go. Another one bites the dusto. Oh, hey.
Head to the final site. Keep up
Get
the
out of here. Silly jabroni.
There. That corporate dog. Don't give him another engine. We have to defend the artillery.
AP at 50%.
Thank you, computer. Alright, so we got a bunch of snipers up here. Whoops. Get off the building, please. Thank you. Trying to assault boost through all this hoopla. Everything's got sniper cannons. Best for us just to stay low here.
clear out the artillery here and our work is over.
Put them here, shall we? Yep, there's another one.
Show that interloper what we deliver.
Interloper.
Strong. Force and act, we stand as one.
Yeah. Forged in ash. Those things are trying to turn around to get me. It's the power of flanking. I ran out of boost juice. Come on. Aim at the giant cannon, please. I know it's confusing. You want to attack the little MT. Not the giant fuck you cannon. Right now, it's cute. Because these things are not really a problem. That one's just kind of sitting there being stupid. There you go.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed. That's it for this job, 621.
How dare you not perish.
Base.
Go get a little extra money before it's over. We can't shoot each other now. Well, he can try to shoot me. He's not going to do any damage. I can't fire. The giant robot police would get me if I did.
One new message.
This is a notification from Allmind, the mercenary support system. Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Your return to mercenary activities has been acknowledged. Restoring access to the parts shop.
Finally. Now we can spend all this money I've been accumulating. Parts shop. More training, oh boy. Let's go buy some things, shall we? You can buy things, thank you. I don't need a tutorial for that. We have a burst cannon. We have a little pistol. We have a rocket launcher. We have a bunch of stuff under here. We could buy another one of the guns we currently have. I would kind of like to buy this, I think. I also wouldn't mind buying another one of these, so I'll probably do that. We can also buy new heads. I don't remember using this head for a while, so we might do that. I do like the look of this one, and sometimes it's all about fashion, you know? This one's a very light head compared to some of the other ones. By Bobonomics, this is the best. Best head. Let's go ahead and buy a burst rifle. And then let's go ahead and buy... I don't have enough stuff for that. I can probably sell something now. Let's see. We're not probably going to use this thing, so go ahead and sell it. We've seen it in action. It doesn't matter. What matters is... Whoop, we already got that missile launcher. Give me another one over here. Is that the one I want? I think so. Yeah. Go ahead and give me that one. So now we got 2 missile launchers. Go and design it and assemble it. Alright, so instead of this sword that I keep pressing on, did I buy the wrong one? Damn it, Lethal, you always do this. Maybe it's good for demonstration purposes. You can't use a right-handed weapon in your left hand because terrorism or something. I don't know. It's obnoxious and I kind of hate it. But that's how it works. I guess I'll stick with that for a while longer then. I was trying to avoid that actually specifically, so I'm even more annoyed at myself. Let's go ahead and do some more training. More training. What are they going to teach us about now? Maybe I can get a new part to sell. Or even use. I like how they've recolored my mech, but it's the same mech, kind of. It's teaching us about charge weapons. Some weapons can be charged, like this one. And that did not hit. Very unfortunate. It can be fired normally. There's also an energy weapon. There's different classes of weapons. There's kinetic, which are like our one gun. And then there's some other ones. Now it's going to teach us about the stagger system, the attitude control system. Whenever it enters stagger, it takes more damage. It's also immobilized for a short period, which we kind of have seen on multiple occasions. During stagger, all attacks are treated as direct hits. I still do have a sword on this sucker. So this is really how you take down large, stupid enemies effectively, by using high-impact attacks. So you can use combos like that where you hit them and then you fly in and smack them with your giant laser sword. Mutilative strain. We saw that during our fight with the chopper. See that the yellow bar is still there. It keeps taking more damage. Nothing too crazy here. You are a tough MT considering you took that to the face and did not perish. Surprise attacks. So whenever you hit something that's unaware of your presence, it has greater ACS strain. So there is in fact stealth in this game. These guys already have seen me, which is unfortunate. Unfortunately, I lured them to my presence. That's not a big problem. Stealth isn't a huge thing in this game. Really, most of the difficulty is going to come from fighting with other ACs. If that wasn't, indicative by this game being Armored Core. Shield defense. This one has a shield on it, which can be handy if you're trying to mitigate damage. I kind of hate them playing on PC because I have to hold down Q and I'm moving with WASD. Also, as it shows there, your output is maximized whenever you're just doing it, so there I negated it all. Not a big problem. The equivalent of pairing in this game. Assault boost attacks. During the assault boost, your small arms have greater impact. The impact you receive is reduced. You cannot shield while doing that because of reasons. Why would you be able to shield while doing an assault boost? No one knows. And even though that guy had a shield, you could actually inflict enough impact to stagger him and actually make him vulnerable. That was not shown in the tutorial. Another tutorial bites the dust. What do we get? We get that sweet linear rifle, which I do like. It has a lot of impact. Let's see. Do I want to show off that or do I want to use this? I do like the burst rifle. It's pretty good. Still annoyed at myself. Either way, let's go ahead and do another mission. Might as well. I plan on quick firing these missions sort of like this. We have some grid 135 cleanup. That shouldn't take too long.
Got a job for you, 621.
Uh-huh.
It's an open call from the Arquebus Group, one of the extraplanetary corporate forces.
Of course.
To all independent mercenaries, this request comes from Schneider of the Arquebus Group. The operation will take place in Grid 135, Southern Bellius. Your objective is to destroy an MT squad sent by Dafeng, a Balaam company, and a competitor. Grid 135 is a key foothold in Arquebus's efforts to conduct a coral survey in the contaminated city. You, the independent mercenaries, are the key to maintaining our lead in the coral survey race. The Arquebus Group looks forward to news of your success.
Arquebus is probably
And happy hunting.
the most amiable and professional of our, megacorps. Let's go. Nothing needs to be adjusted. We are good to go.
Got ID. Now you need a rep. Get their attention, 621.
I don't think I'm going to get their attention, clean up some MTs, but hey. At least it pays, right? Maybe it'll unlock greater and more, impressive missions. In fact, it will. Missions are just going to scale up from here, and the game's going to get much more exciting very quickly.
Commence mission.
Mission
Wipe out
commenced.
the Dafang MT squad.
One second, gotta plug in my USB. I can do this while I'm assault boosting into it. Dynamic entry.
What I think? Strike the Archibus group hired some muscle.
Well, it's not muscle, it's actually a robot, but, close enough.
Intercepting!
This burst rifle can also be charged. And as shown there, you can overpower their shields just by having high impact. Get out of here. Oh, you're not dead yet. I got it. Don't worry about falling here. If you fall, the game will just reset you and take a bunch of your life points. I mean, you should still avoid it, obviously.
Focus your fire!
Focus your fire! I don't know, guys. I think you may be a little outclassed here. I'm not sure what I would do in a similar state to yours.
That burst turned through us. Champ, Archibus really scored this time.
Only a few targets left.
Yeah, keep talking me up, gentlemen. My missiles did not contact them. What are you doing up there? Stop it. This living thing's gotta stop.
I'm picking up new enemy signatures.
New signatures.
It's like reinforcements. Eliminate them.
I'm gonna say, let's charge up our burst rifle. Give you some of those. Get out of here. No problem. Just you? I got a shield. You sure did, kiddo. You sure did have a shield.
Commander Mission needs to know.
The enemy MT squad has been eliminated. That's it for this job, 621. Return to base.
Turn the base. Gotta get back to the catapult. Alright, easy cleanup. Go and put those space euros in our bank account. What you got for us, all mine?
Message.
Where's the Arquebus calling us?
Registration number RB23. Call sign, Raven. Your records have been updated. You have also been granted access to participate in the log hunt program. We kindly request that you submit combat logs after destroying designated craft. All Mind will reward you with parts based on the number of submissions you provide.
I mean, sounds like a good deal to me. I was gonna destroy them anyway. You just get stuff and you get parts. Fantastic. Because I have new stuff in the parts shop. Oh yeah, I can buy the linear rifles now. Maybe Lethal, you should buy something for this hand, huh? You could buy one of these. You could buy one of those. You could also buy a bazooka. Not quite enough for that just yet. But I mean, I guess I could just do them the other way. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just get another one of these turners real quick. We'll slap that on there. Finally get rid of this silly sword. I mean, it is effective. You've seen it, but I gotta get right up in the stuff. It's better if you have... I found 2 guns is a better system. At least for now. Maybe later it'll be different, but for now, I think that's going to be enough of Armored Core. When we come back, I'm gonna do some more customization to our core here. So you don't have to see all of that on camera, but I promise they'll look even better than ever. I'll see you then.